Staff, faculty, administration, school board members, parents, guardians, and esteemed guests, I welcome you to the Northeast High School Class of 2020 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Jasmine McCann, Vice Principal at Northeast High School, and I have the distinct honor of opening our graduation today to celebrate the hard work and dedication of our students. Of all the celebrations we have throughout the school year, this is one that symbolizes the success of each student here today. Graduation is a time for celebration, as well as a time to give thanks. As we recognize the success of each senior, it is important to remember that this journey is different for everyone. Whether you participated in Missouri Options, Early College Academy, middle college, virtual learning, or traditional school, every single student has put in the time to be sitting here today. We also recognize the parents, guardians, mentors, teachers, counselors, faculty, and important members of our students' lives who have supported them, provided encouraging words, and ensured that each Northeast Viking could graduate and begin the next phase of their lives. This occasion is one that should be dignified and characterized with integrity for the students and guests. In order to maintain this positivity, we request that you please respect all participants. At this time, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices that may distract from the ceremony. A professional photographer will capture the moment your graduate receives their diploma, so we ask that all guests remain in their seats throughout the ceremony, taking pictures from your seat. And now, let us begin our graduation celebration for the class of 2020.
Raise it, arms.
Good afternoon. I am Jasmine McCann, Vice Principal at Northeast High School, and I have the pleasure of introducing our esteemed Board of Directors, Superintendent, Executive Cabinet members of the Kansas City Public Schools, as well as the leadership team at Northeast High School. The Kansas City Public Schools Board of Directors, Patty Manser, Chair, Nate Hogan, Vice Chair, Manny R. Abarca IV, Treasurer, Rita Marie Cortez, Marvia Jones, Mark Wasserstrom, and Jennifer Wolfsey. Thank you for being here today. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mark T. Bedell, our Kansas City Public School Cabinet members, Dr. Marla Shepard, Deputy Superintendent, Linda Quinley, Chief Financial and Operations Officer, Dr. Jennifer Collier, Chief Human Resource Officer, William Thornton, Chief Legal Counsel, and Kelly Wachel, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer. Thank you for being here. And last but not least, our amazing Northeast High School leadership team, Dr. Waymond Irvin, Principal, Dr. Paula Rogers, Vice Principal, Mrs. Jasmine McCann, Vice Principal, Mr. Vaughn Smalley, Vice Principal Intern, and Dr. Kiana Powell, Dean of Students. At this time, I would like to recognize the achievement of our Northeast Vikings in the class of 2020. There are some distinguished groups of scholars that will be recognized for their extraordinary achievements over the past 4 years. I will provide the distinctions and their meanings while then recognizing our scholars. The students that are part of the A+ program are represented by wearing green cords. They have met the criteria of maintaining at least a 2.5 GPA, held attendance for 90% or higher, as well as completing 24 hours or more of tutoring and mentoring. These students also had good citizenship. They will receive 2 years of paid tuition at a community college of their choice for their efforts. Those students are Tashana Ballard, Jessica Crawford, Skyla Hooker, and Trinia Thomas. Congratulations. The next group of students that I would like to recognize are our graduates that have completed the requirements for certificates from our Manual Career and Technical Education program. These students have completed these requirements in addition to their traditional high school diploma. They have red, black, and white cords. I would like to recognize Ma Ai, Tashana Ballard, Zhu Ben, Kendrick Boggs, Denijah Carter, Travion Collins, Philip Eldridge, Francisca Garcia, Diana Garcia Gutierrez, Dominic Garcia Gutierrez, Chestina Gaskin, Bassity Horde, Skyla Hooker, Janiyah Jones, Nicholas Loring, Shamima Muhammad, Rama Muhammad, Matthew Wynn, Ome Sa. Congratulations. We also would like to honor our students who participated in the Early College Academy. These students have completed the requirements for not only their high school diploma, but also an associate's degree from the Metropolitan Community Colleges. They have obtained 2 years of college education and will be able to excel at a 4-year college or university should they choose. Those students are Nadine Beeman, Moses Dixon, Rex Glenn Heese, Abril Macias, and Teresa Suarez Velasquez. Congratulations. At Northeast High School, we take pride in our students that participate in the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, also known as JROTC. These students participate in the JROTC program and learn the value of citizenship, leadership, service to the community, personal responsibility, and a sense of accomplishment, all while instilling the values of high self-esteem, teamwork, and self-discipline. Our JROTC seniors are noted by their purple and white cords. Those students are Nadine Beeman, Moses Dixon, Rex Glenn Heath, Abril Macias, and Teresa Suarez Velasquez. There were some of our Northeast Vikings that, despite obstacles, obtained 100 hours or more of community service, which is 60 hours more than what is required of our students in the Kansas City Public Schools. These outstanding students are wearing gray cords. Congratulations for reaching 100 hours or more of community service. We would like to recognize our senior class officers that have provided leadership and guidance to the class of 2020. We appreciate them for being the voice and taking the challenge of leading their graduating class. We would like to recognize Moses Dixon, Abdullah Ahmed, Sergio Insanza Sanchez, Jacqueline Martinez Perez, Julie Marie Posada Partida, and Dariana Morales Aguero. Our next group of students we would like to honor are our National Honor Society. The National Honor Society is a national body of students that maintain a 3.0 GPA or higher, as well as display excellence in the areas of character, community service, and integrity. These students are wearing gold cords. Congratulations, Abdullah Ahmed, Tashana Ballard, Susanna Barler, Kayan Betts, Jennifer Gomez Sanchez, Diana Garcia Gutierrez, Dominic Garcia Gutierrez, Abril Macias, Miranda Jimenez, Johnny La, Arturo Mancia, Shamima Muhammad, Rama Muhammad, Sabantu Makenya, Tommy Wynn, Mo O, Bella Prang, Omai Esa, Teresa Suarez Velasquez, and Trinia Thomas. The last group of students that we will be recognizing are our top 10 students. These students have worked diligently in order to excel during their high school tenure and have earned the top highest rank by grade point average in the class of 2020. Congratulations to Abdullah Ahmed, Francisco Centeno Jesus Nunez, Moses Dixon, Rex Glenn Heath, Johnny La, Abril Macias, Rama Muhammad, Ome Esa, Trinia Thomas, and Teresa Suarez Velasquez. Last but not least, if you are a parent, caregiver, mentor, friend, or teacher that has supported our Northeast graduates, we honor you during this presentation as well. Thank you for a job well done.
Thank you, Northeast High School administrators, esteemed guests, class of 2020, and especially my family for this great moment we have here today. Between work and Netflix, the few minutes I am not working, it has been quite a busy time for myself during this pandemic. Texting my friends about school and everything it entails, I can certainly say that we miss school. However, we sure are glad it is over. I will cherish the memories made and bonds forged in my class forever. Resilient, by definition, is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties or hardships. Please remember the word resilient. My fellow graduates, the world needs to show resilience following this pandemic. Throughout our time at Northeast High School, we had to be resilient at some point. For me, the time to be resilient was a little bit before my time at Northeast. When I moved to America, it was really hard for me to get used to the change that had occurred unexpectedly in my life. The only thing I wanted to do at that time was to get back to my country my friends, and my whole life. And I had almost given up on my studies as well because I had left my college studies unfinished. But my family, especially my mother, supported me and encouraged me to get admission in a school and helped me reach the point where I am today. We are resilient. Watching cities shut down during this pandemic, knowing that there will be parents who will start losing their jobs, losing their incomes, but they are here today with us, supporting us. I learned from my parents is that always work hard. Even if you think you're done, just keep going forward. Learn from your past and don't make the same mistakes you did before. We are resilient. Watching cities shut down during this pandemic, knowing that there will be parents who will start losing their jobs, losing their incomes, but they are here today with us, supporting us. We are witnessing the world attempting to learn with the pandemic and restart itself. This pandemic taught us that the most important thing to do in our life is to overcome our difficult times and hardships. What I would like for you to remember is that difficult times may come in your life, and there might come times where you start thinking about giving up on yourself. But the only way you can overcome those difficulties is by pushing towards your dreams and through that time. We have shown time and time again that no matter the odds, no matter the obstacles, no matter the difficult times, we can preserve ourselves and outcome as diamonds when pressure is applied. Our times of difficulties are far from over. If you ask our teachers and parents, they will say it has just begun. Northeast High School Vikings class of 2020. We did it. We did it. When you have a moment by yourself looking proudly towards your diploma, remember the struggles you faced, we faced, from pre-kindergarten to now. Everybody's struggles are different, but we, the class of 2020, never gave up on our hopes, our dreams, and ourselves. Because we are resilient. We are and we will be Viking nations. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2020.
Superintendent Dr. Mark T. Bedell, will you please join me at the podium? On behalf of the administration, the faculty, and staff of Northeast High School, it is my pleasure to present to you the 2020 candidates for graduation. These students have met all state and district requirements to be considered a graduate from the Kansas City Public Schools. Dr. Bedell, would you please give your remarks and accept our graduating class of 2020 from Northeast High School?
Yes, and thank you, Dr. Irvin, for your commitment to the students at Northeast High School. I also want to start off by thanking the faculty and staff, the administrative team, for a job well done this year, especially during these extraordinary times. We live in extraordinary times. Extraordinary times produce extraordinary people. My message is simple. You are extraordinary. This accomplishment that we are celebrating today, your graduation, is remarkable. More than 90% of our students in the Kansas City Public School District are children of color. Most of the faces I see in here tonight look a lot like me, black or brown. It wasn't that long ago when very few of you, because of the color of your skin, would have been given any sort of opportunity to cross this stage. It wasn't that long ago, maybe 2 generations ago, maybe less. Many of you have parents and certainly grandparents who remember legal segregation and who participated in the civil rights movement to bring that to an end. They fought to earn your right and opportunity to cross this stage today. That makes this day extraordinary. The narrative of the dominant white society would have us believe that our struggle ended with legal equality. It did not. Hate and racism were planted in the foundations of this nation. We all know that. From the first enslaved Africans brought to this continent in 1619, to the Two-Thirds Compromise embedded in the Constitution, to the Dred Scott case and segregation, we know the truth of who we are as a people. This has always been two nations, divided, unequal, and inequitable. That foundation of hate, fear, and racism didn't die with the civil rights movement. It evolved. White America figured out how to take some of the very tools created to help us, like the 13th Amendment, and twist them against us. We were criminalized and marginalized. White America maintained its monopoly on wealth, health, and opportunity. Much of this is articulated in many of the history books written right here on Kansas City. Black and brown people became fugitives in their own skin through the corruption of law enforcement, financial institutions, and unfortunately, yes, educational institutions. We know these things are true. We knew they were true while watching George Floyd have the life squeezed out of him under the knee of a police officer. We are all gasping for air, and yet you are crossing this stage and getting your diploma. Even with that degree of oppression, even with the weight of history against your neck, you did this, you earned this. That is why this day is extraordinary. If you can earn a high school diploma in face of such overwhelming forces of fear, hate, and racism arrayed against you, imagine for a minute what else you can do. Anything. Quite frankly, everything. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't get any easier. But you are all strong. You are all Titans. You have the blood of survivors in your veins. I truly believe you are the most resilient, adaptable, and innovative generation we've ever seen. That is why this day is extraordinary, and that is why you all are extraordinary. I simply ask this of you. Help one another. Keep telling the truth. Keep marching. Keep holding authority figures, including us, accountable. Keep breaking that rock. We will overcome. It is a privilege to have been a part of the team in Kansas City Public Schools who helped guide you to this point. We will continue to have your back as you push forward. Now go out and be extraordinary. Upon the recommendation of the administration and faculty of Northeast High School, I seek the authority of the chair and the school board of the Kansas City Public Schools to confer upon each of you a high school diploma with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Members of the board, do you accept this class?
Yes.
Thank you. As superintendent of schools, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements set forth by the Kansas City Public Schools Board and the state of Missouri. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2020 to be graduates of Northeast High School. Katuma Adden. Abdullah Ahmed. Tumalane Alatatun. Ma A.
Tashana Ballard. Susanna Barler. Sajida B. Kayon Betts. Kendrick Boggs. Nescotia Brooks. Travion Collins. Giovanni Cook Egger. Drayvon Caldwell. Oko Ding. Philip Eldridge. Aldo Becerra Garcia. Denijah Carter. Har Dam. Francisca Garcia. Anna Galindo. Dariana Dixon. Rendy Garcia. Diana Garcia Gutierrez. Dominic Garcia Gutierrez. Chestina Gaskin. Abril Guillen Macias. Destiny Haygood. Eric Hernandez Martinez. Vassity Horde. Skylar Hooker. Dominique Huerta. Naya Hussey Hopkins. Rex Call Hasey. Alexis Helton. Jonathan Jackson. Demarion Jackson. Joseph Jackson. Jasmine Garcia. Mazamil Hussein. Jonay Jones. Anna Johnson. Maria June. Saab bin Kareem. Farida Kwa. Janie La. Osama La. Tayton Lingle Blake. DeAndre Love. Adriana Kirkwood. Nicholas Loring. Ali Mendinde. Arturo Mencia. Abdikadir Mandinde. Shamima Muhammad. Mohammed Muhammad. Rama Muhammad.
Brianna Mosey. Sabantu Makanya. Muhammad Noor. Francisco Nunez Centeno. Mo O. Bella Prang. Yasin Kadi. Anaya Randall. Taylor Reese. Jacqueline Renteria. Adrian Rodriguez. Chloe Ross. Lady Ruiz Guzman. Faith Sable. Manira Saeed. Halima Shaku. Anita Seaton. Abdulkadir Sheikh. Samuel Showers. Darius Smith. Cheyenne Soriano. Amanda Tenshi. Courtney Skelton. Muhammad Abdulkadir. Abdullah Ahmed. Abdulkadir Elmi. Rahima Teresa. Trania Thomas. Crisea Washington. Tavon Woods. Mamino Yusuf. Nay Zar.
All right, congratulations. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for our final class, 2020 Northeast High School. So proud of you all. Let me start off by saying I'm Superintendent Bedell. This is tough for me because we started this journey 4 years ago. They were all freshmen and I was a freshman superintendent. And this is the first class where I've been here 4 consecutive years that I can say this is my first true graduating class here in the Kansas City Public School District. And I hate that we're not all together at UMKC enjoying this with thousands of people and all the rest of your classmates. But the truth is, it is beyond our control. When you have a national health pandemic like we've had to suffer, it's not much we can do. And I will say to you all as parents and guardians and supporters, I understand how you felt when we had to make that phone call because I also had to go home as a parent and tell my wife and my daughter we're not going to be able to do a traditional commencement. We're going to have to do a virtual commencement. And my daughter cried. She'll be walking on Friday on this stage. And what I can tell you is that once people saw how we did this, allowing for you all to come in today and to have an opportunity, all parents want is to see their kids walk across that stage. All the other stuff sometimes can be irrelevant, but to be able to see the smiles of each and every single one of you, because I watched you, that means the world to me. It means the world to our staff that we were able to pull this off. And when this is done, you all will have a very polished memory of your child walking across this stage. It will not be like other districts where they are taking pictures and that's what is a part of the virtual commencement or doing drive-throughs. It will be as if all of the kids, the seniors in this class, walked across this stage when you get it in July. So I want to thank you all for your understanding and your patience as we're working through this. And for you all, I have to apologize. I am sincere about this. I hate that you all didn't get to do your senior prom. I hate that you didn't get to enjoy the activities that seniors enjoy during the month of May. And I hate that you're not able to walk across this stage with your colleagues that you've worked hard with over the last 4 years. But I will tell you this, there's something that's going to happen great. There's a reason why this is happening the way that it is and why it is your class. Because what we do know is that when you get out here in this world, you're going to be the generation that's going to lead this country in a different direction. Our country is broken. We're full of racial inequities. We're full of gender inequities. We're full of socioeconomic inequities. And you all are going to be the ones that are going to lead us and allow for this country to become a country that truly is inclusive of all. And when your kids walk across this stage one day, that high school diploma surely will mean that those opportunities that are available for some will be available for all. So we're dependent on you all. We're dependent on you all to lead us. So what I want to say is thank you all. Congratulations to you all. You all deserve this. You've worked hard with these students for 13 years. And I want to say to you all, congratulations, Northeast High School, class of 2020, Vikings.
We are proud of our graduates' accomplishments today and ready for you to take steps in your post-secondary career. As in the academic tradition, a student who has not yet earned a diploma wears the tassel on the right side. However, once the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left side. Class of 2020, will you now move your tassel to the left? And congratulations to you all. On behalf of Northeast High School, I would also like to extend our appreciation to our educational partners who worked so hard to make today a significant event for all of our graduating students, but more importantly, for the parents, families, and friends who have joined us here today to celebrate your students' academic achievement.
That's a big girl. That's a big girl.
And I got your picture.
I just want to say that this is a great accomplishment, not only for me, but for my fellow graduate members, for my school, and for everybody. So keep living your dreams and see where the world can take you. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Dayton Moore and I'm the General Manager of the Kansas City Royals. And on behalf of our organization and this very proud community, we'd like to congratulate the Northeast High School graduating class of 2020. I want to thank you for this amazing privilege to be able to share with you today. We feel so passionately about the next generation. We have a great heart for the next generation and a great belief in your future. I'm reminded daily that the future, it only works for those that believe in it. And I want to encourage you to believe in your future and to always expect good things to happen in your lives. And I want to share with you just 7 really basic leadership principles that I've always tried to apply in my life. I call it organizational harmony. And I think these principles work in every aspect of life, whether it be in your family, your community, your team, your business, wherever you are. If you can apply these principles, I think you'll be on your way of having that harmony and that peace in your lives that we all desperately strive for. And so one of the things that I commit each and every year is to do the following. 1, I want to remind myself to settle disputes quickly. I don't want ill relations with people in my life, especially people that I'm close to. And when I work hard to settle those disputes quickly, it shows that I'm willing to forgive. And forgiveness is such a key element to happiness and success in life. We never want that seed of bitterness planted inside that's going to destroy our demeanor and give us an improper perspective on life. We're the one that is constantly hurt if we're unable to forgive. So forgiveness is a huge part of that. By settling disputes quickly, you are practicing forgiveness. Secondly, be responsive. Be responsive to people. It just simply shows that you care about them. Thirdly, have an above and beyond attitude. Give people more than they expect. It shows that you're willing to serve them and put them first. And leadership begins and ends with putting others first. Leaders exist to help other people. Value them first. Serve others. Have an above and beyond attitude. Fourthly, stand up for your people. I found the best way to encourage others is by standing up for them. And when you encourage people, you are motivating them. When they know that you have their back and you're willing not to kick them when they're down, but lend a helping hand when they are struggling, it brings great source of encouragement to their lives and helps them get through the next day. Remain calm in the eye of the storm. Learn to respond instead of react. This is so important. I've learned when emotion comes in, logic often leaves. Prayer is a big part of how I learn to remain calm in the eye of the storm. I'm a man of faith. Some of you may or may not know that, but I rely on my faith to get me through these troubling and challenging times. In fact, we're in a storm right now. And I would just challenge you to try to find proper perspective, seek wise counsel, deal with this in a way that you can use it to your benefit going forward. Challenges are meant to mold us and shape us and guide us in the future. Learn to respond instead of react by remaining calm in the eye of the storm. Share the glory. You've already experienced a lot of success, and you're going to even experience more success in your life. And when you achieve those great accomplishments, people have helped you along the way. Give others credit. Share the glory. It shows that you're humble, and people want to follow humble leaders. And finally, practice one-on-one communication. Spend time with others in small groups, one-on-one. Shows that you're willing to give perhaps your most important commodity, and that's your time. Plus, you learn to delight in others, and you share your heart, and you find common ground. Dr. King said, if you want to be understood, you must understand somebody else. Finally, I'd like to share a quick story about one of the best leaders I've ever been around. His name is Alex Gordon. You know him as our star left fielder, somebody who's accomplished great things on the field, in our community, and leading his family. But Alex's career didn't start out like that. Yes, he broke into the major leagues with a lot of hype and a lot of expectations, but he wasn't fulfilling those expectations. And we went to him 3 years into his career, and we told him that we were sending him down to AAA Omaha. we were giving him a demotion. In fact, a lot of people weren't sure that he would ever become a star player. Some people didn't think he'd ever make it even back to the major leagues. And when we met with Alex, I noticed something about how he handled things. He didn't make an excuse. He didn't blame his hitting coach. He didn't blame his manager. He didn't say things like, hey, Dayton, why don't you just trade me? You're not a very good general manager. He didn't do any of that. Alex said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And I said, that's good, Alex, because we're going to ask you to move from third base to left field. See, we got this young player by the name of Mike Moustakas, who's going to be our third baseman next year. That didn't change Alex's attitude. Alex said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. He showed up in Omaha right away. He went to work. He did what the very best leaders and the most successful people do. They take their situation, their circumstance, whatever event that they're presented with, and they take it as the very best thing to ever happen to them in their life. They take that challenge, that hardship, and they use it to their advantage to shape them and mold them and make them better. Because Alex didn't make excuses, and he used that situation to better himself, he became a 7-time Gold Glover, a 3-time All-Star, a Platinum Award winner, 2-time American League champion, and a World Series champion, and he's in his 14th year here with the Kansas City Royals. He's one of the very best leaders I've ever been around because he didn't make excuses. He accepted his situation, his circumstance, the storm in his life, and he used it to be better and become the champion that he is today. So again, we're so thankful to be a part of this ceremony. We're very proud of you. We wish you well. You are our future, and you're going to continue to make us so very proud here in Kansas.
Congratulations. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for our final class, 2020 Northeast High School. So proud of you all. Let me start off by saying I'm Superintendent Bedell. This is tough for me. because we started this journey 4 years ago. They were all freshmen and I was a freshman superintendent. And this is the first class where I've been here 4 consecutive years that I can say this is my first true graduating class here in the Kansas City Public School District. And I hate that we're not all together at UMKC enjoying this with thousands of people and all the rest of your classmates. But the truth is, it is beyond our control. When you have a national health pandemic like we've had to suffer, it's not much we can do. And I will say to you all as parents and guardians and supporters, I understand how you felt when we had to make that phone call, because I also had to go home as a parent and tell my wife and my daughter, we're not going to be able to do a traditional commencement. We're going to have to do a virtual commencement. And my daughter cried. She'll be walking on Friday on this stage. And what I can tell you is that once people saw how we did this, allowing for you all to come in today and to have an opportunity, all parents want is to see their kids walk across that stage. All the other stuff sometimes can be irrelevant, but to be able to see the smiles of each and every single one of you, because I watched you, that means the world to me. It means the world to our staff that we were able to pull this off. And when this is done, you all will have a very polished memory of your child walking across this stage. It will not be like other districts where they are taking pictures and that's what is a part of the virtual commencement or doing drive-throughs. It will be as if all of the kids, the seniors in this class, walked across this stage when you get it in July. So I want to thank you all for your understanding and your patience as we're working through this. And for you all, I have to apologize. I am sincere about this. I hate that you all didn't get to do your senior prom. I hate that you didn't get to enjoy the activities that seniors enjoy during the month of May. And I hate that you're not able to walk across this stage with your colleagues that you've worked hard with over the last 4 years. But I will tell you this, there's something that's going to happen great. There's a reason why this is happening the way that it is and why it is your class. Because what we do know is that when you get out here in this world, you're going to be the generation that's going to lead this country in a different direction. Our country is broken. We're full of racial inequities. We're full of gender inequities. We're full of socioeconomic inequities. And you all are going to be the ones that are going to lead us and allow for this country to become a country that truly is inclusive of all. And when your kids walk across this stage one day, that high school diploma surely will mean that those opportunities that are available for some will be available for all. So we're dependent on you all. We're dependent on you all to lead us. So what I want to say is thank you all. Congratulations to you all. You all deserve this. You've worked hard with these students for 13 years. And I want to say to you all, congratulations, Northeast High School, class of 2020, Vikings.